Hi, welcome. This is Lara with Om3 Yoga. I'm excited to have you here with me today. So as we're ready, let's just begin actually standing on our mat today. And as we come to stand on our mat, just take a moment, maybe kind of press from side to side. Just start to notice what leg feels a little bit better, just kind of observing what's going on in your body. And then once you feel like you are ready to begin to ground, just start to let your knees bend, maybe lift your toes up and spread your toes out. You can either keep your hands at your hips, bring your arms alongside your body, or maybe bring your hands to your heart center and close your eyes for a few moments. And start to tune into the breath, taking a few inhales and exhales. Maybe feel your shoulders release, feel the crown of the head lift up. Again, feeling your feet on the earth. And just inviting your whole body, mind, breath, emotions, spirit, energy to invite it to practice, to play a little bit today. To shake anything off that's not serving you. So you can come back to who you truly are. So let's take a really big deep inhale through your whole body. Fill your whole body with your breath. And then exhale, slowly letting the breath come out. Let's do that again. Big deep inhale. Imagine you're breathing all the way from the soles of the feet up to the crown of the head. Full body breath. Exhale, slowly letting it release. Let's do that one more time. Feeling your whole body breathe. Inhale. And exhaling. We'll slowly begin to release the hands, shake out a little bit. You can blink your eyes open if they were closed. And then let's take a moment. We'll bring your hands to your hips. We'll take your right foot up and rotate your ankle. Going the other way just a few times to warm it up. And we'll do that with the left. Rolling the ankle a few times in that other direction. And then we'll bring the foot down, bending into the knees, hands right above the knees. We'll move your knees around in one direction. And then going the opposite direction. And then we're going to come back to neutral, hands onto the hips. We'll rotate and wiggle through the hips. And then going the opposite direction. Beautiful. And then coming back to neutral, we'll slowly shake the arms out a little bit, and then we'll sway out a few times from side to side. Just noticing the body. Every day when I do this, it always feels a little different. So just enjoy whatever you're feeling today. And then we're going to come back to the center. Let's take a big inhale, reach your arms all the way up this time. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Now let's inhale, reach your arms all the way back up. This time we're going to interlace your palms towards the ceiling. The arms can be straight or slightly bent. And then let's lean over to the right. 3, 2, 1. We're going to inhale, come up, and then exhale over to the left. Again, breathing, 2 and 1. We'll inhale, come back up, and then exhale, lower the arms down. Let's roll the shoulders back a few times. Maybe feel the elbows, move with it. 2 and 1. And then we're going to keep your arms back, roll the shoulders back, palms forward, and we'll turn your head to the right, and then turn your head to the left. Let's do that once again. Turn your head to the right, and then over to the left. Just notice how that neck feels. Coming to neutral, we'll bring your chin to your chest, and then looking up at the ceiling. One more time, chin to the chest. Inhale, looking up at the ceiling. Exhale, letting everything go. Let's shake out a little bit. And we're going to come to the front of your mat if you're not already there. Take your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. We'll inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Take a long stretch. Maybe start to reach from side to side like you're pulling yourself up on a rope, finding more space in the body. 2 and 1. And then we're going to exhale. Slowly, slowly bend your knees. Start to hinge from the hips and fold forward. Maybe grabbing onto your opposite elbows if that feels good as you hang down. Maybe wrapping the sides of the arms around the ears. If that's not available, just let your arms hang down and dangle. Taking a few breaths, feeling your spine lengthen. Notice how your body's feeling today. 2 and 1. And we're going to bend into the knees. We'll press through the feet. Inhale, let's reach your arms all the way back up. Exhale, we'll bring your hands to your heart center. Taking a moment to find gratitude. Something that you're grateful for today. Maybe you accomplished something. Maybe somebody did something nice for you. Maybe you were just able to be more present. So whatever that is, find gratitude. And then when you're ready, we're going to release the hands. We'll inhale, lift all the way back up. Again, let's reach from side to side. See if we can find a little bit more space in that torso, the sideways. And then as you're ready, we're going to slowly start to bend the knees. We'll hinge from the hips and fold forward once again. Beautiful. Inhale. This time we're going to slide the hands on the shins, lengthen the spine, reach the head forward. Exhale, we'll bring your hands back onto the mat. Step your feet back to tabletop shape. And as we come to tabletop shape, let's start to move the spine through some cat-cows. So inhale, lengthen and look up, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, you'll round to the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, round to the spine, chin to the chest. Let's do a few more of these. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling. And exhale. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, finding a flat back. Bring the knees a little bit closer together. Let's curl your right toes under. You're going to bring your right toes on the mat, and then you're going to stretch your heel back to feel the calves stretch out. So you're pressing through the hands a little bit from here, reaching the head forward, shoulders moving away from the ears. 2 and 1. Now we're going to inhale, bring your shoulders over your wrist. So we're going to start to do a little bit of core work here. So what I'd like for you to do is to maybe take your left hand forward if that's available to you. So we're going to reach the opposite arm and leg up. Draw your belly button to your spine. And then I want you to imagine that your core is moving your limbs. And so we're going to inhale, reach the arm and leg up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale and exhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale and exhaling. Dropping the hand and knee down. Taking a moment from here, feel the stabilization in the body. We'll do a couple cat-cows again. Inhale, let's lengthen and look up. Exhale, round to the spine, chin to the chest. Once again, inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, round to the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, find that flat back. Doing this on the other side now. So we'll take the left toes, curl them under, and then we're going to begin by stretching your heel back. So feeling that calf muscle stretch, your hands are pressing into the ground, feeling the shoulders move away from the ears. 2 and 1. Now we're going to inhale, bring the shoulders over the wrist, and we'll take your right hand forward. And then as you're ready, we're going to reach the arm and leg up together. So draw your belly button to the spine so you feel your core work. We'll inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale and exhaling. Inhale and exhaling. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. We're going to bring that hand and knee down. Hopefully feel your core working. Let's inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, we'll round to the spine. Inhale, finding a flat back. Let's curl the toes under from here. We're going to roll the shoulders back, and then we're just going to lift the knees a couple inches off the ground. Holding here. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring your belly to your thighs. Maybe lift your tailbone high. 2 and 1. Feel a deep stretch in that upper back. Beautiful. And then we're going to slowly from here walk your feet back towards the front of the mat. Folding forward. Let's gently grab onto the elbows again. Maybe sway out a little bit more from side to side. Notice your breath. 2 and 1. Now we're going to gently bend the knees. We'll press through the feet. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Just pause for a moment, feeling some shifts and changes happening in your body. Notice your breath. 2 and 1. We're going to gently shake out. Beautiful. Let's inhale, reach the arms all the way back up. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees, hinge from the hips as you fold forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, we'll slide the hands on the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bringing the hands down. Bring your right foot between your hands. Let's step onto the ball of the back left foot. As you're here, really root down through the feet. Feel the inner thighs squeeze together. Draw your belly towards your spine. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, lower your hands back down onto either side of the foot. We'll step your left foot to meet your right. Fold forward. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, you're going to fold back down and in. Press to the feet. We'll rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Pause for a moment. When you're ready, we're going to inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, we'll bend the knees, hinge from the hips to fold forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, sliding the hands on the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we'll lower your hands down. Keeping your left foot forward this time, we'll step your right foot back. Coming onto the ball of the foot, feel your inner thighs squeeze together. Draw your belly to the spine. Really feel the solid foundation, and then inhale, reach up. Feel the shoulders move away from the ears. Notice your breath. Keep reaching. 2 and 1. We're going to exhale, lower your hands back down, stepping the feet together, folding forward. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we're going to gently fold back in. Press through the feet, rising all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, we're going to slowly reach the arms wide as you fold forward this time. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, we're going to step your feet back, this time trying to come to a plank shape. So coming to bring your shoulders maybe over your fingertips, drawing the belly to the spine. Really feel that core activate. Reach through the head. 3, 2, 1. We're going to lower all the way down to the belly. Beautiful. Release the toes. Maybe bring the feet a little wider apart. Let yourself find some ease here. Sliding the hands back. We're going to do a low cobra to begin. So the thumbs are kind of towards the middle of the rib cage. We'll roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, lift your heart up. Now, if your lower back is bothering you, squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom. 1 and 2, draw the belly to the spine. 2 and 1, we're going to calm down. Let's try that again, or if you want to lift for an up dog, invite your body to do so. So maybe roll the shoulders back, maybe you're in that cobra, maybe you're lifting up a little bit higher. 2 and 1, we're going to come back to the knees to find tabletop. Inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, we're going to take a moment and extend the hips to the heels for child shape. Feel your spine really long. Notice your breath. 2 and 1. Now inhale, coming back up to tabletop. We're going to find our core once again from here. So we're going to extend that right leg back, reaching that left arm forward, drawing the belly to the spine. This time we're going to squeeze the elbow and knee together 5 times. So exhale as you squeeze in, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we'll squeeze, inhale, lengthen. Exhaling, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Last time, exhale. And inhale, holding here, reaching through that heel, reaching through the fingers. 3, 2, 1. We're going to lower the hand and knee down. Beautiful. Inhale, let's look up. Exhale, we'll round to the spine. Let's sink your hips towards your heels for just a moment for child shape. If you need to stay and rest, please let your body rest. 2 and 1. If you want to keep moving, we're going to inhale, find tabletop again. This time extending that left leg back, right arm forward. Really reaching from here, we're going to squeeze the elbow and knee together. So exhale as you squeeze. Inhaling. Exhale. And inhaling. And inhaling. 3, 2. I think you're getting an extra one on this side. 1, beautiful. And then we're gonna reach and extend. So reach to the heel, reach to that hand. Really feel the core engage here. 2 and 1. We're gonna exhale, lower the hand and knee down. Beautiful. Let's inhale, look up. Exhale, let's round to the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, finding that flat back. Once again, let's curl the toes under, roll the shoulders back. You're just gonna lift the knees off the mat a little bit. Holding here, 3, 2, 1. Drawing your belly to your thighs, maybe lifting your hips high. If you want to straighten the legs for downward dog, feel free. 2 and 1. And we're going to gaze between the thumbs. We'll walk your feet to the front of the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Inhale, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Pause for a moment, notice your breath. Maybe let your eyes close. Feeling the sensation move through your body. Notice where you feel movement. Maybe you feel some warmth happening. Just allowing whatever is present in your experience to be exactly right. Give yourself a little smile. We'll release the hands. Inhale, reach all the way back up. We're going to exhale, bend the knees as you fold forward. Now this time, make sure your feet are about hip distance apart, or one way to measure this is you can take your 2 fists between your 2 big toes. Usually that's about hip distance, or imagine that the outside edges of your hips are in the outside edges with your feet. So when you're ready, we're going to slowly bend the knees. We'll inhale, let's reach your arms forward for chair pose. You can stay right here, especially if you have any shoulder issues. This is my recommendation. Otherwise, you can start to reach your arms up. I'm going to stay here today. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll straighten the legs, reach the arms up if that's available. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees and fold forward once again. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Now we're going to do that again. We're going to add a little bit on. So we're going to bend into the knees. We'll inhale, reach your arms forward. Feel the shoulders roll back. Notice your breath. Maybe this time, find your tippy toes. Maybe sink down a little lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your heels down. Let's inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, we'll bend the knees, hinge from the hips, and fold forward once again. Beautiful work. 2 and 1. And then when you're ready, one last time, we're going to bend into the knees. We'll inhale, reach those arms up, roll the shoulders back. You can lift up to your tippy toes again. You could sink down a little bit further. Try to keep your hips away from your heels if you can. Feel those quads work. 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, arms high. Exhale, let's fold forward. Pausing for a moment. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, we'll lower the hands back onto the mat. We're going to step your left foot back. We'll begin on the ball of the foot. We're going to keep your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Reach your right arm towards the sky. Take a twist. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower the hand down. Now this time, pressing through the feet again, really squeezing the inner thighs together. Finding that foundation, belly's drawing to the spine. We're going to inhale, reach your arms high. 2 and 1. We're going to bring your hands to your heart center. We're going to step your left foot up so both legs are straightish here. You can keep your hands at your heart center. It might be interesting to work the shoulders a little bit, so you can grab the opposite elbow behind the back, or even try to do Namaste. I'm just going to turn for a moment, fingers up or fingers down. Okay, so see what feels good for you. Roll your shoulders back, lead with your heart. We're going to inhale, lean forward about halfway. Keep breathing here. Feel your left hip drop down, the right hip drop back, so you can feel the right hamstring stretch. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, lift up. We're going to step your feet together. We'll release the arms, shake out. Beautiful. Inhale, let's lift the arms up. Exhale, we'll bend the knees, hinge from the hips to fold forward. Doing this on the other side now. So inhale, we'll look up halfway. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. This time stepping the right leg back to begin. First, we're going to take that twist. So feeling the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Find that stability. Feel the inner thighs squeeze together. Twist, reaching that left arm high. Noticing your breath. 2, and 1. We're going to lower the hand down. Pressing through the feet. We're going to inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. We'll bring your hands to your heart center, stepping that right foot up a little bit. So we're going to move into that straight leg position. Your hands can stay here. You can grab your elbows behind the back. You could bring the hands together, fingers up or down behind the back. So again, find what works for your body. Roll the shoulders back, lead with your heart. We're going to inhale, come forward. Keep breathing. Feel the left hip move back, right hip drop down. 2, and 1. Let's inhale, we'll rise up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, we're going to slowly lower your hands down. Stepping both feet together, folding forward. Inhale, we'll look up halfway. Exhale, we're going to bring your hands onto the mat. Let's step your feet back to downward dog. So noticing how much your body's stretched out. So we haven't really been in that full downward dog. We've done that bent leg. Maybe you did come to full leg. So just see and notice if your body's feeling different. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, come to plank. We'll lower down to the belly. Taking a break for a moment in a few back bends. So you can come to cobra pose. You can come to an up dog shape, or if you prefer, arms always alongside the body, palms up. Roll the shoulders back. So always find something that works for you. 2, and 1. We're going to come back down. Hands can come back a little bit further. Roll the shoulders back. Maybe you're lifting for a little up dog now. 2, and 1. And then as you're ready, we'll find tabletop. Let's take a moment. We're going to do some circles with the hips, and then we'll move back to standing. So what I'd like for you to do, if you can, we're going to bring your hips towards your right, making a big circle, feeling those joints warm up a little bit further. Beautiful. And once you come back to neutral, let's go the other direction. And again, just finding that space in your body. One more time. Wonderful. Inhale, we're going to come to neutral. Let's inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, we'll slowly find that flat back. Finding tabletop pose. Let's one more time. We're going to lift the knees off the mat. 2, and 1. Draw your belly towards your thighs. You can stay here in that bent leg or straight leg downward dog. 2, and 1. Let's slowly walk your hands and feet to meet one another, however that works for you. Taking one more forward fold from here. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. We're going to press through the feet. We'll rise all the way up. Taking a moment again to pause and smile. When you're ready, let's slowly release. We'll shake out a little bit, and we're going to come take a wide stance on your mat. Wonderful. Let's inhale. We'll lift your arms up high. We're going to begin by taking a wide-legged forward fold now. So perhaps bending your knees a little bit as you begin here. You can always point your toes out or turn the toes in. And then maybe folding forward, reaching the head down towards the ground, the hands can come between. And so we've done a lot of standing forward folding today. So notice how this feels different. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna bend into the knees. We'll inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, lowering your arms down. Let's turn your right toes forward. We're gonna bend into the right knee. So finding that nice angle for your body. So we wanna make sure the knee's moving towards that pinky toe. Feel your shoulders over your hips. Try not to lean forward too much or lean back too much. Finding that even stance as best as you can. And we'll inhale, reach your arms out. Maybe take a moment, notice what the back arm is doing. So my elbow was facing up. I'm kind of readjusting the eyes of my elbow. Feeling a different sensation in my shoulders, gazing over the right middle finger. Keep breathing, keep finding more space in the body. 2, and 1. We're gonna straighten the legs, bring the feet parallel. Let's do this on the other side. So taking this time today. So we're gonna turn the left toes out, bending into that left knee. So readjust your feet as you need to. Again, kind of feeling the shoulders over the hips as much as you can. We'll inhale, reach your arms out wide. Now, again, take a moment, notice what the back arm is doing. I'm readjusting the eyes of my elbows. My arms are really flexible. Gazing over the left middle finger. Keep breathing. Feel the shoulders soften. Keep finding more space in your body. So don't find a place and be like, oh, this is it. Keep exploring. 2, and 1. Let's inhale, we'll reach back up. Exhale, lowering the arms down. Take a moment, roll the shoulders back. Give yourself a beautiful smile. All right, so we're gonna start to add on from here. So as you're ready, we're gonna take your right toes, again, turning that forward, bending into the knee, finding warrior B again. Now, let's take your left hand behind your back. You're either gonna rest it behind your back, or if you can, maybe try to grab onto the right thigh. Let's inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you lose this, don't worry about it. You can always slide your hand to your hip. But what we're gonna try to do is bring that elbow on the thigh and keep feeling that left shoulder roll back. So maybe this is a little bit deeper for you today. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna inhale, we'll come up. Let's release the arms, we'll straighten the legs. Exhale, lower your arms down. Notice how that feels for your shoulder. It felt really good for my shoulder. Mine were a little tight. But just notice, if it doesn't feel good, back off. Find what works for you. So we'll do this now on the other side. Turning your left toes out, bending into the left knee. Beautiful. We'll inhale, reach your arms wide. So we're gonna begin here by taking your right hand behind your back. It's fine if it's on the hip, or if you can, reach for your left thigh. Then inhale, maybe reach that left arm to the sky. Keep finding that space here. 3, 2, 1. Let's exhale. We're gonna bring your forearm down. Keep rolling the shoulder back. So finding that space in your body. Notice, breathe. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna inhale, rise all the way up. Let's bring your feet parallel once again. Inhale, we'll reach your arms up. Interlace your hands behind your back. Now your shoulders should be nice and open. Maybe squeeze the palms of your hand together, roll the shoulders back, and then we're gonna fold forward. If you can, reach your hands away from the hips. Start to let the hands fall towards the head. If it's too much, bend your elbows and back off a little bit. So keep breathing, finding that space in the body. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna gently release the hands onto the hips. Let's bend into the knees. If you can, take your toes out. Either rest your hands on the ground or maybe your elbows on your thighs. Just feel those hips open a little bit. Maybe you're wiggling from side to side for a moment. 2, and 1. We'll press to the feet. We're gonna come stand all the way up, reach the arms up high, and exhale, we'll lower back down. Beautiful. Let's take a triangle pose, and then we're gonna do one more balancing thing, and we'll start to make our way to the ground, just so you have kind of an idea of what's happening in your mind. So when you're ready, let's take your right toes out. We'll probably shorten the stance here because we want to keep both legs straightish. One of the tricks here is if you can start to feel your kneecap squeeze and feel your quad muscles engage, it's actually going to help the position. So we'll bring your hands to your hips. You're going to reach your head forward. You can stay right here, or maybe start to lower the right hand down. Look up towards the ceiling if that's okay for your neck. You can always look down towards your right big toe. And then if it feels really good and stable, reach the right arm towards the sky, or left arm towards the sky. 3, 2, 1. We'll inhale, come up, feet parallel. Beautiful. Take a break, shake it out, and let's try the other side. So we're going to turn now your left toes out. Inhale, we'll reach the arms wide, or actually, we've got our hands on our hips. We're going to bring our hands on our hips to begin. Roll the shoulders back. So feel this nice stability in your body here. And then if it feels easy, you can lower your left hand down and then perhaps reach that right arm to the sky. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale, rise up. Gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to tap your feet together from here. We're going to take a tree pose to balance today. If you want to do something else, by all means, it's your practice. Find what works for you. So my suggestion is to probably start balancing on your right foot is typically the easiest. So maybe take a moment and spread your right toes. Start to squeeze that quad muscle again. So find that leg engagement. You can lift your left foot up and make a kickstand. Maybe bring the foot towards the inner calf. If you want to lift up higher, always feel free to come to the inner thigh. The trick is here is if you push the foot in to the standing leg as much as you're pressing into the ground, it's easier to balance. And then take your gaze up to where the wall and the ceiling meet. You can do any expression of the arms. Keep breathing. Three, 2, finds a dancing tree today, and 1 will release. Sometimes it's fun to just move and know, as we gain stability and strength, we fall a little bit, we sway a little bit, just to find our sense of stability again. So when you're ready, let's try this on the other side. So engaging through that left leg, start to feel that left quad muscle engage. Bring your right foot down. You can make a little kickstand, foot towards that inner calf. You could also lift the right leg up towards the inner thigh. Maybe hands to the heart center, hands to the hips, or any other expression with the arms that works for you. Have fun. Keep breathing, just noticing, observing, finding the sensation. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll gently release. Let's shake the legs out. Beautiful work. All right. So we're going to inhale. We're going to reach your arms all the way up. We're going to exhale, slowly fold forward one last time. And then as you're ready, we're going to bend into the knees. We're going to come down to a seat. And let's begin here. As we come to a seat, we're going to actually come roll on your back. And then maybe roll back up if that feels okay for your body. If not, just hang out in a seat. We'll meet you in just a moment. 2, and 1 more time. Beautiful work. And we'll pause here. Let's start by finding a reverse tabletop position a few times. So we're going to take your hands behind your back, point your fingers out to the side. We'll roll the shoulders back. Feet are about hip distance apart here. We're going to inhale, press and lift up. 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, come back down. We'll do that a couple more times. Feeling the front of the body open up. So we've done a lot of forward folding, doing some back bending from here. So rolling the shoulders back, we'll inhale, lift up. Exhale, coming back down. Let's do that 2 more times. So roll the shoulders back, inhale, lift up. Exhale, come back down. Last time, inhale and exhaling. Beautiful. All right, so from here, you can keep your legs bent, maybe try to find the front of the sitting bones. You can fold forward from here. If your body feels really ready for it, grab onto your feet and then let's walk the feet a little bit further forward. Try to keep the belly and thighs connected for as long as you can. No rounding in the back. Try to keep your spine long. Keep breathing. Three, two, and one. And then as we inhale, we'll slowly make our way up. So I'm going to turn and face you from here. So what we're going to begin to do is extend your left leg forward. We'll bring your right foot towards your inner thigh. Now, we do this pretty frequently, so I'm going to change this up a little bit today and have you bring your left foot out a little bit wider. So you can stay right here if this feels good. You're going to start to feel a little bit different sensation in the hips today. We're going to walk between the bent leg and the straight leg. So just noticing how that feels for the body. See if you can keep your left foot flexed. Maybe feel your shoulders move away from the ears. You can move your jaw. Keep breathing. Softening. Releasing any control. Inviting ease within, peace within. And then as you're ready, we're going to start to walk our hands over towards our right foot. I'm sorry, your left foot, the straight leg. Okay, so you might need to rotate your body a little bit. So we're walking towards that straight leg when you're here. Keep breathing. Three, two. Actually, let's stay here for 3 more breaths. It feels really good in my side waist. Hopefully it feels good for you. 2, and 1. Now, what we will do from here is if you can stay here, obviously, if it feels good, or take your left hand on your left leg. We're going to bring your right hand behind your head. Squeeze your elbow towards your head, but you're going to press your head back into your hand. And so as you do this, you'll start to feel a really big stretch through the right rib cage, and you might even feel that like in the left upper back. So just notice where you feel this in your body. It's probably wherever you're tight. These are places where I'm really tight. 2, and 1. We're going to slowly start to soften from here. My suggestion, if you can, we're going to bring your right hand behind your right hip. You can either reach your left arm to the side or maybe start to lift your hips up and take another side stretch. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly start to come down. Beautiful. We're going to bring our hands behind our back, and very magically, you're just going to switch your legs to the other side. Beautiful. All right, so let's now try this on the other side. You might need to wiggle your body or shift it a little bit. And then we're going to bring your hands between the bent leg and the straight leg and just start to walk with your hands forward. Just letting yourself fold forward, letting yourself soften. Keep breathing. Finding space in your body. Notice if one side's easier than the other side. Maybe you're coming down a little bit further. So, go to where it makes sense for your body. 2, and 1. And then whenever you're ready, let's walk your hands over to either side of your right leg now, or that straight leg if you are on the other side. So as you do this, you might want to shift your torso just a little bit so you find that space, and then you're going to just soften and breathe here. We'll be here for a few moments. So just let yourself come down as far as it makes sense for your body. Keep breathing, keep softening. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're gonna inhale. We'll look up about halfway. We're gonna bring your right hand on your right leg. We're gonna take your left hand, you're gonna bend the elbow, bring the hand behind the head, supporting the head, keeping the elbow towards the head, and then you're gonna gently press the head back into the hand. Start to lift the heart up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently release that. We'll bring your left hand maybe behind your hip, bringing the right hand maybe up and over your head, or maybe lifting your hips up as well. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently release and come back down. Let's take both legs out wide this time. And then you might want to wiggle just a little bit. You can stay right here if this feels good. You can always just keep your hands behind your back. Or if it's available for you, maybe start to walk your body forward a little bit. And just letting yourself come down as far as it feels good. Trying to maybe keep those feet flexed and activated if you can. Noticing where you feel the sensation. 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to slowly start to work your body all the way back up. Let's gently bring the knees together from here, and we're going to take a twist. So my suggestion, if you can here, is you're going to take your left arm around both of the legs, and you'll turn your torso to the right. 2, and 1, and then let's unwind from here, and we'll now do this on the other side. So wrapping your right arm around both of the legs, left hand maybe behind your back, lifting the heart up, turning and twisting. Keep feeling the spine lengthening. 2, and 1. We're going to slowly start to release and unwind. Let's do one more seated shape, or kind of a seated shape. I'm going to guide you through a pigeon pose today. I don't normally teach these, but it feels like it might feel really good for our hips today. So I'm going to guide us through that. And if you don't like this, I'm going to show you first our pigeon position, which is, the pose that we are working towards. But if you don't like it, I'll show you a couple other variations as well. So what my suggestion is to take your right leg forward. You're going to extend your left leg back, and you can bring the more the foot is towards the groin, the less intense this will be. The more the foot is forward towards the front of your mat, the more intense this will be. So again, you choose. You can stay up if this feels really good, or you can start to lay down and rest. Now, if you would like another option, let's come back up to that seated shape we were just in. Again, if you don't like that, if you're happy where you are, please stay there for a few more moments. The other option is to just take one foot over the knee and hang out here is another great option, especially if your hips are really tight. So we're going to take about 10 breaths from here. I'm going to go back to our pigeon pose. If you have something else that you'd rather do, please let your body do that. So just keep finding your body softening and releasing. Maybe move your jaw around a little bit. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then to come out of this, let's come out and we're going to stretch your leg out. So what I'm going to have you do is bring your hands under your shoulders wherever you're at. And especially if you're on the ground, and then you're just going to open that hip up a couple times. So if you're seated, just find some way to open up your hip to feel that release. All right, and then we're going to move over to the other side. So you can still face the same direction if you'd like to, or you can go around and face your other direction. We'll take your opposite leg forward or over your knee, and then we're going to slowly start to come down. So you're either resting your knee forward, the foot is more towards the groin. If you want less intensity, the foot could be more forward if you want a little bit more, or you are sitting and your foot is over your knee, and that's fine too. So again, just choose what feels good for your body and keep breathing. Finding that softness within, finding that ease within. Maybe moving your jaw around a little bit. We'll be here for about 5 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then whenever you're ready, and again, if you're happy here, please feel free to stay here. Otherwise, you can bring your hands under your shoulder and then begin to move that knee around just to release and open up your hip again. All right, so it's time to come lay on your back. So as you're ready to come rest on your back, let's give your knees a little squeeze towards your chest, and we'll begin to rock from side to side for a few moments. Ah, really good work. So we're gonna do a few more shapes for our body, but let's just take a moment and rest here. So my suggestion, if it's available to you, is you're gonna bring the soles of your feet together, knees apart. You might need to readjust your hips a little bit or your body. If you don't like this, just bring your legs up to the ground or knees up to the sky or legs straight on the ground. And we'll bring our right hand on our belly for a moment, left hand on your heart. And as you do this, breathe into the right hand and then breathe into the left hand. And then you're going to exhale from the left hand and let your right hand drop back down. And breathing into the right hand and the left hand. Filling your whole body with your breath. And then exhale from the left hand, the heart. And then finally letting the belly drop back down. And then it's a good rhythm and pace to find for your body. So basically you're breathing into your belly and then your heart, and then exhaling from the heart to the belly. So let's do a few more rounds on your own. We'll take 2 more rounds. Last one. If this is restful and calming for you, please let your body stay there. If you would like to join me for our last few moves, what we're going to do, if you want, is bring your knees together if they're apart and readjust your feet. So your feet are coming a little bit wider, your heels are maybe coming closer towards your glutes. We're going to take a couple bridge poses here, and we'll start with a few rolling bridges. We'll do about 3 of those, and then we'll hold for a longer shape. So what I'd like for you to do today is let's inhale, reach your arms over your head. And then as you exhale, you're going to press through the feet, lower the hands down, lifting your hips up high, maybe rolling your shoulders underneath you, maybe reaching your fingers for your heels, feeling your chin move away from the chest. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly lower down. Inhale, let's reach your arms back over the head. So we'll do that again. When you're ready, exhale. Maybe doing the same thing again, or seeing if you can find more space, maybe rolling the shoulders back. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly lower down. Inhale, arms over the head. Feeling this beautiful space in your body. Rest for a moment. And then when you're ready, we're going to exhale. Lift your hips up. Last time. Again, finding more space. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now coming down, we are going to take one more back bend. You can do that variation. Sometimes it feels good. I think I'm going to do my hands supported underneath my hips today. If you want to come up with a full back bend with straight arms and straight legs, please invite your body to do that. So if you want to follow along with me with supporting your hips, one of my suggestions is squeeze your elbows pretty tight towards your waist. You're going to roll your shoulders underneath you. Feel the chin tilt away from the chest, and then we're going to inhale, lift the hips up, and then slide your hands underneath your hips, balancing your elbows down. And just let your hips rest here. Keep breathing, finding more space to let your chin move away from the chest, feel your neck really long. 3, 2, and 1. We'll come down whenever you're ready. Beautiful. Let's reach your arms wide to the side. If you have room, you can do come like a big T or bend your elbows like cactus. And then let's start by dropping your knees over to the left. Your legs can be staggered or legs can switch any way that feels good. Knees to the left. Let's turn your head to the right as you take a twist. Finding some space in the body. Notice if this feels good. Do you need to shift something to let it feel better? 2, and 1. Let's inhale. We're going to take your legs back up. Turn your head to neutral. Readjust your body as you need to. And then whenever you're ready, we'll drop our knees to the right to begin, head to the left. Keep breathing. Keep finding space in your body. Keep softening. Keep releasing. Three, 2, and 1. And then whenever you're ready, you're going to turn your head up. Let's lift the knees up. Now, last thing, if you'd like to, is maybe reach your legs to the sky for a moment. You can kind of shake your legs out. Maybe you want to bring one leg closer towards you and kind of pull that leg in. Might feel good to feel the hamstring stretch with gravity. You could try that on the other side. Let's do that again from side to side. Feels pretty good. And then other side. And then let's take the feet together from here. We'll grab onto the feet if you can and bring your knees out a little bit wider. And just feel your hips open. If you want to maybe move your tailbone away from your head. See if you can find a little bit more space. And then we're going to slowly start to release the feet. Let's inhale. We'll reach your arms all the way overhead. Take a long stretch through the whole body. So let's reach and stretch from the right leg and the right hand. And then soften. And then stretch the left leg and the left hand. And soften. Let's do that again. So right leg, right hand. And soften. And left leg and left hand. And soften. And then reach everything, reach your hands and feet away from each other. Maybe point and flex your feet so you can feel the front and back of the body stretch. And then we're going to exhale, just let everything soften. So you can move your feet a little bit away from one another if you want. You can rest your arms alongside your body, palms up. Or if it's comfortable for you, maybe hands on the belly. And start to let your eyes close. And start to tune into your breath. Maybe feeling the breath rise and fall from the body. And as you feel the breath rise and fall from your body, invite yourself to shift a little bit if you need to become a little bit more comfortable. And just see if you can feel this flow of breath, maybe noticing the part of the body that's moving as you breathe. So maybe you're feeling the breath coming out of the nose, perhaps the belly, or maybe you're just feeling the skin shift beneath the clothes. Just feeling whatever movement and sensation that arises for you. And any time the mind begins to wander, just say to yourself, I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. In yoga, we sometimes say Om Shanti. So if that feels comfortable for you, you can also say Om Shanti. One of the practices that I do each morning is on my meditation is that I inhale Om Shanti and I exhale Om Shanti. So perhaps you'd like to practice that as well. And I do that just to keep my mind focused on my breath and focus on being calm. And especially when the fluctuations of the mind that come in, which is so common, we just draw it back to connecting with I am peace, or that sense of inner peace within it. So just allowing yourself a few moments to connect with your breath, trying to control the thoughts, the fluctuations of the mind, so we can discover our true nature, our true passion. Keep breathing. So as you continue this practice for the next few moments, I'm going to share with you a reading from a book called Meditations on Intention in Being by Rolf Gates. And the passage for today is called Becoming Available. It is said that the mind screams and the heart whispers. Over time, we have lost touch with the wisdom of the heart in our efforts to manage the demands of our screaming minds. Instead of learning to listen, we have learned to numb and filter. The sensations that get through our filters and our numbness become supersized. Fear becomes violence, desire becomes gluttony, service to one's community becomes workaholism. More is never enough. Arising out of the state of imbalance is its opposite. The study of subtle whose endpoint is the heart's whisper. This study is called yoga. And we make a beginning when we become available to what is happening right now. While resting or sitting, we become available to the felt experience of resting or of sitting. While breathing, we become available to the felt sense of the experience of breathing. Resting or sitting and breathing, as the world wakes up, we become available to the world waking up. Or as one of my teachers says, we become of the world. So just allowing yourself to keep breathing, connecting with you, connecting with the peace within, honoring where you're at today, here in this moment. And whenever you feel ready, inviting yourself back into this time and space. Maybe beginning to welcome some movement back in, wiggling your fingers and toes a little bit. You can turn your head from side to side or reach and stretch any way that feels good for you. Maybe squeeze your knees towards your chest. Please take your time, but if it would feel good, you can roll over to your right or left side. You can either pause there or make your way up to a comfortable seat. See if you can keep your eyes closed or your gaze soft for just another moment to tune into your heart's whisper. Maybe bring your hands to your heart. And just honoring yourself for taking this time and space out of your busy life to take care and tune into you, to quiet the mind, to feel the breath, release energy from the body, and to listen to your heart's whisper. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Namaste. I'm going to turn off the recording.